Hey everybody, I'm Brittany and I want to spend some time talking to you today about something that's really important when you are trying to meet your fitness goals. If you're anything like me, you probably have this set rotation of meals and ingredients that you always buy when you're going to the grocery store, right? But then life happens and you're heading home and it's almost 8 o'clock and the kids need baths and you don't have anything planned to this point. So you just end up stopping for fast food on your way home. But then this happens multiple days a week. And now you're spending all of this money on groceries and on eating out. And that starts to get really expensive. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to take some time and talk to you about doing grocery lists, grocery shopping, meal prepping, and making an actual meal together. Today, we're going to talk about meal planning. Meal planning can seem so daunting. If you think about it, you eat 3 to 5 meals a day. That's 21 to 35 meals a week. That's 42 to 70 meals every 2 weeks. That's 84 to 140 meals a month. And this is getting out of hand. Well, this is exactly how I felt when I started the 21 Day Fix program. Those of you who are not familiar with this program uses a series of these cool little color-coded containers to help you with eating clean, portion control, and working out. So you're allotted a certain number of these containers based on the number of calories that you can intake and based on what you can eat. But changing my eating habits was a game changer for me. Just working out just wasn't doing it for me anymore. The whole you can eat whatever you want as long as you work out just wasn't true. If you'd like some more information about the 21 Day Fix program or any of the other Beachbody programs, feel free to message me. I would love to give you some more information about it. But I sat down and I was trying to write out my meal plan based on what was covered in the program and based on how many of these containers I could eat every day so that I could go do groceries. And I thought, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure a lot of you feel the exact same way that I did. So let's just start with a few tips that helped me before we get back to the meal planning, or we get into the meal planning. What the heck does it mean to eat clean? It basically means to not eat anything out of a box, bag, or a can. Whoa, wait, just don't get turned off just yet. And don't think that you can't do it. I promise it's not as hard as you think. A good rule of thumb when you're trying to eat clean is when you look at the ingredients in a can or a bag or what have you, if you can read everything in clear plain English and there's no oids or sides or anything like that, and there's about 5 or less ingredients in it, then you can consider it pretty clean. So for example, when you grab a can or a container of natural peanut butter and you read the ingredients and it says peanuts and salt, it's pretty clean. I mean, that's all that's in it. So now I can only hope to be one of those people who eats completely clean one day, but I had to start somewhere. And until I can get there, I follow the 80-20 rule. So what does that mean? Well, 80% of the time, I try to eat clean and try to follow my meal plan. Don't be so hard on yourself if you have one cheat meal. Now, I said one. Don't go crazy. Now that we covered that, think of some healthy alternatives to help you meet your plan. For example, hello, my name is Brittany, and I was a serious soda drinker. I used to drink a lot of soda, and I used to be caffeine dependent. But now when I need a soda fix, I just grab one of those carbonated flavor water things, and it kind of helps with that. The sparkling ice brand's my favorite. Also, normally I just put Crystal Light in my water when I'm tired of drinking plain water, and it really helps. It's still better than soda though, right? Those are my initial tips. Now for the meal planning. Here's my secret. Are you ready? I sat down and I planned one meal at a time, one day at a time, one week at a time. So I started with breakfast and I thought, okay, what do I like to eat for breakfast? Well, I like bacon and eggs and oatmeal and waffles, and the list goes on and on. So instead of oatmeal, I eat steel cut oats, which is essentially a version of oatmeal. Or I made one scrambled egg with a couple pieces of turkey bacon. Trust me, it is not as bad as you think. I found a couple of alternatives for each meal. But start with one meal and then move to the next. Break it down into smaller portions so that you're not overwhelmed by these 21 plus meals that you have to plan. It may take a little bit of time in the beginning, but I promise it gets easier and easier as you keep going on. Also, there are tons of pre-made meal plans out online that you can actually use to help you. But what I did was I just thought about what I like to eat, and I just found a healthier alternative for it. So take a second and think about your current rotation of meals that you already enjoy. Are you thinking about them? All right, then go online and see if there is a healthier recipe for it. So this is something that I did. Now I just use Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise when I'm making my chicken salad. I even found a chicken fried rice recipe that complied with my plan. Chicken fried rice. Fried rice, people! The other reason it's important for us to plan our meals is it makes grocery shopping so much easier, or making your grocery list so much easier. So for me, it was so much easier for me to plan and then make my list or go shopping versus having to plan based on what I already had in the pantry. Because the ramen that I had in there just wasn't going to cut it. I even waited to start the program until I needed to go grocery shopping again, so I didn't have this abundance of food that wasn't going to get eaten. But we're going to discuss grocery shopping in a later episode. Those are a few of the things that really helped me when I was digging in and trying to change my eating habits. I hoped that this helped you. And again, I promise it's not as hard as you think, and I know that you can do it. I really think that you can do it. But feel free to message me if there's another topic that you'd like me to discuss. It doesn't have to be about food or fitness. Or if you have any other questions about the Beachbody products, I would love to share information with you about them. And remember, it only takes a spark of motivation, determination, inspiration, whatever you need in order to meet your goals.